So next up on the show is Morris McRae, the president of Maids on a Mission, a residential cleaning company here in San Antonio area. Morris, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
So tell me a little bit about labor numbers.
Labor numbers. Terms of
Yeah. Well, so how?
what?
So
Labor
that was. I'm
numbers
sorry.
in
That was
terms
a
of
note
what
that I
was
put
like,
down there.
labor numbers.
So-
Well, I can tell you about labor in this business a little bit, because that's probably one of our biggest pain points, but it's also, potentially our strongest asset, right, is who we hire. Because who we hire is really the face of Maids on a Mission.
Oh,
it's
big
not
time.
Morris, okay? So that's what we have to look at is we have to see how can we market to our, perfect not only customer avatar, but our employee avatar. And that's the biggest thing, I think, in this business that makes it exciting. It makes it a roller coaster. Sometimes it's a real ride in that you have to be able to, get the labor in to be able to grow your business and do it, in a steady pace, even though you are going through these, ups and downs in terms of your business cycle.
Well, how do you handle the slow season with respect to your employees? Do you do they go on like a hiatus of some kind? Do you cut their hours? How do you deal with that as a business owner?
I recommend or I suggest if you want to take time off, now is the time to do it, in between like June and August.
Kind of like teachers.
Yeah, well, because I'm a former teacher, right?
Yeah.
So that's perfect for me. And so we do encourage that. But the other thing that you can do is what I was telling you is we can pivot to a different service market. And so, and I even sent out a blast message to them all saying, hey, look, it's the summer season's coming up. It's going to get hot, and we're going to get a whole lot more of these more strenuous cleans of moving in and moving out where these people, they're just trying to get their deposit back. They may not have cleaned a thing in the last 3 years, and it's hard work. So, let's hitch it up. Let's get ready to go. And we're going to try to get as many of those as we can to fill your schedule.
Well, so that brings up a point. Where do you get these customers? Where are you marketing? Where's the referrals coming from?
Good question. So I would say the majority of our customers today come from Google marketing in one way or another. We're trying to get into Facebook, but haven't really done that yet. But, I would say our local SEO has been great for us because it has really gotten us up into that 3-pack, into a lot of the search terms that people are looking for. And we just got our 300th Google review. So
Congratulations.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that
Your reviews are
alone,
really good.
That yes, and because we hire great people, it always goes back to them. But once you get to that level of social proof,
Yeah.
then what you can do is turn on this thing called Google Local. When I was talking about turning the spigot on and off, Google Local, I can say, okay, let's turn that baby on. That puts you at the top of the search, depending on how much you spend,
Oh,
which
yeah.
we'll go and spend for it. But then what they do is they see Maids on a Mission, 300 reviews, 4.9 stars, and they go, wow, can it get any better than that? Let's click on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's a lot of social proof. You know what's interesting about the social proof thing is that people want to wait or they want to do it and they expect immediate social proof. And it's like you're talking about building, first of all, establishing relevance, but then also building that trust factor. It doesn't happen overnight.
No. And we started this business, it'll be 4 years in August. So I think getting 300, within that time frame has
big deal.
been impressive for the people, honestly, that we hire. And we, we're very deliberate in how we try to get reviews as well, let's be honest.
Good.
But
Nothing wrong with being
with that being
deliberate.
said, when we first started, we saw all these companies, they've been here for 35 years. I've been here for not even 3 months. They have these 200 and some odd reviews. I have 0. How am I ever going to compete? How long is it going to take for me to compete? And I just knew intuitively that we had to get as many great reviews as we could as soon as we can and not get the bad ones. Because when you're first starting, that's the death knell, right? So we had to keep those good times rolling. And
Well done. I think that's
and
fantastic.
and now we have the second most Google reviews of any residential cleaning company in San Antonio area, but we have the most 5-star of any. That's within 4 years.
And I think that speaks to your customer loyalty as well, because it's a lot easier to leave a bad review than it is to leave a good review. You're like, oh, I'll go leave a review. And then half the time people don't even do it if it's a good review. So, and with the maid service especially, I know a lot of people tend to jump around. They're like, oh, yeah, I use this one lady. Do you have anybody you recommend? How do you get customers, but more importantly, keep them?
Well, let's talk about the getting first, because that gets back to the, kind of an education of who our customer is and what customers are looking for. You talked about customers wanting that one individual. And I understand that. These are people that are looking for maybe a more personalized service. They want them, they almost become family to them, right? And, they do special services. They may wash the dog someday. They may do laundry. They may do the dishes, whereas we are much more structured. We're a company. This is what we do, and we do it well. And, and this is the way we do it every time. And so the, customers out there, they're going, what do I want? Do I want somebody that comes in the same person every time and they kind of like family? Or do I want to go with a company who we also try to send the same person in? But what if that person's sick? What if that person's on vacation? We have a backup there that's just as equally trained, who knows our system just like their person, so they never skip out on that service. And some customers, they are wanting to not want to take on the insurance liability, right? Because if somebody's working in your home and they have no insurance, which a lot of the single cleaners, they don't, let's just be honest, that customer, that family is taking on all of that risk at that point, both in terms of insurance for breakage and bonding for personal injury.
Or theft. Right?
Or theft, I mean, exactly.
That could be
and so that's something.
I'm a former cop, that's what I think.
Yeah. Right. So that's something that we take off the table for them. So
that's probably not the best analogy to say when I talk about theft.
We
take that off the table.
I think more on the legal, like if they fall and break a leg or something, and then they come at you, that could be a huge liability, and homeowners insurance is going to fight you tooth and nail on that one.
Well, and that's that's the call you never want to hear is, hey, I think your employee stole something from us, and it's happened. It's happened maybe 4 or 5 times. And we immediately say, okay, we're going to talk to the individual, call the police right now. And we always want to get the police involved very early on. Thankfully, every time it has been, oh, it's here, I misplaced it.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Good.
So, but
thanks for the stress.
But my God, I mean, your heart is like, because number one, oh my gosh, we've done this to this customer and we've hired this person who you can't trust. And in our business, as in most, but we're very personal. We go inside their homes. We clean their most, precious,
intimate spaces,
things, right? And so trust is so important, which also goes back to those reviews, right? That social proof of, hey, I can trust these people.
Yep. I love that. All right, so we're out of time on that. Yeah, I know it went by fast, right?
Wow.
So if folks want to get in touch with you, Morris, how do they do that?
They can call us. We are open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. They can call us at 210-988-0288, or they can get a hold of us by email at info@maidsonamissionus.com. And they can always go to our website, maidsonamissionus.com, and fill out some information there, and we'll get back in touch with you.
Awesome. Thanks, Morris. We appreciate it. All right, as we wrap up the show, quick reminder to check out our latest podcast or catch video version of the show anytime by visiting our website at satalkradio.com. It's going to be it for us for this week. You guys have a great one. We'll see you next time.
Thank you again.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.